Hi friends, good afternoon. It's me again, Instructor Faith, your personal development coach. And I want to believe that you are faring well and I want to thank God for another opportunity again to learn. Okay, we have been looking at personal development and we delved into character development and we have progressed greatly in the pursuit of knowledge about aspects of our character that we should develop. Today, we want to also look at, another aspect, and this time around, we shall be looking at prudence. Another word for prudence means wisdom. Now, it's very important to be prudent. Prudent, especially when we are living in a time where the lack of it is so alarming. People just live without applying wisdom to life. Many are just living carelessly. Many just because they want to please others, just because they want to have a good name in terms of maybe let me not be a Jew, in quotes, let me use that term. In a circle of friends, they just want to belong, and so because of that, they don't put wisdom into play in whatever they do. They can just make rash decisions, take steps without even considering consequences that follow. Some are not even mindful of implications that such actions will bring to their families. They just lack prudence. They are not applying wisdom. Now, when we talk about prudence, I like us to quickly take a definition here as we look through what I just wrote down. It said, prudence is a quality of having good judgment, caution, discretion, and good management, as well as being wise. You don't just throw caution into the air before you take decisions. You just don't try to look at who and who will be involved or dragged into the mess should there be a negative consequence. You just go ahead and just do what you feel like, do what you think is best, all for yourself alone. You didn't put others into consideration. That's not being prudent. You have to be prudent to life. If you are in leadership, you have to be prudent, giving all resources at your disposal. Prudence is what will guide you to know what and what you can engage among the resources available to come out with achieving the set goals. Anybody that is not prudent or wise, soon he or she becomes a fool. Yes, prudence involves application of discipline. You have to organize yourself, be able to organize things around you in any circle you find yourself, putting into play good sense of judgment, putting into play caution. You don't just behave as you think is demanded of you at the very present occasion, not putting other factors into consideration. No. Coming to the family circle, your name, like we have said before, is very important. We talked about integrity. Now, people who are prudent, they look at whatever they do, steps they take, putting into consideration that this name is not me that is bearing it alone. I have a lineage at stake here. And because of prudence, they are able to, have good sense of judgment. They are able to take caution in all their engagement endeavors and make sure that they are in their best disposition. They act right, not to put others into jeopardy. That's what we are talking about when it comes to prudence. Young men, young women out there, are you prudent? Given your displays, your lack of caution, your lack of good sense of judgment, you just behave, you just take decisions so rashly, you don't care. That's not wise. A wise man sits down, count the costs of every action before engaging in such. That's somebody that is what? prudent. Please, there's a call for prudence, especially in these times. We are living in a very, very sensitive time that you just have to be very, very wise. You don't jump into things without weighing your options, without checking things out, and be very sure of what you're involving yourself in before you just dabble into it. I watched a film and someone was just being asked to sign up some document. She didn't even check. She just signed callously. And that was how she transferred her property to the individual that gave her the documents to sign, not knowing. Please, when they give you document to sign, be prudent. Read every detail before appending your signature. They call you for anything to engage you in whatever. Weigh all the information at your disposal before jumping into a decision. Check everything. Make sure you are sure before engaging yourself. Make sure you are sure. Make sure. Let it be that it's something you can stand up at any time to defend yourself. Why? Because you have checked all the information at your disposal. You had, weighed all of them, and you came at a good decision. Then you are a wise person. Do you know the Bible told us in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7? It said, in all thy gettings, get wisdom. In all thy gettings, get understanding. So that is what I want to leave you with today. Be wise. Get wisdom. At another place in scripture, it said, be wise as a serpent. Be wise as a serpent. You can look at the serpent. Very smart, very wise. At the slightest swift of movement or sound or vibration, the serpent is ready. You can never take the serpent unawares. That is how life ought to be. Someone that has good character is prudent. Prudent in spendings, prudent in time management, prudent in relationships, companies that you keep, prudent in every task you are given to make sure you deliver as expected of you. Prudent when it comes to every aspect of your life. Now remember, we are talking about personal development. Anybody that is lacking prudence or wisdom can never be said to be personally developed. So I want to encourage you. No more, lack of caution. No more lack of sense of good judgment. No more carelessness in your living. Please be prudent. And as you do, the top will ever be your portion. Thank you so much for your time. Until we meet again next time, remember, God believes in you. I believe in you. So you believe in yourself. Ciao.